Major coming in, launching artillery, trying to make them run. Bundle grenade going off. He's not retreating. And there goes the Major. Damn! Poor Major. You tried so hard. Oh, wow. He's giving himself his own funeral. He called in artillery to dig his own grave. And that way his body can be placed in the hole. What a smart, forward-thinking leader. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 here, not showing my face today, there's a reason, I'll get to that in a second, but in any case, we have Predator versus Destro. This is a 1v1 on Arnhem checkpoint. Let's double check their ranks real quick. We can see they're both, well, Predator's a little lower, but that being said, hopefully this is an interesting game. And again, rank doesn't matter, even though one might have more playtime, Predator could have a different account and or just secretly be an amazing player, because again, I've seen people with no skill beat people, or like no skills, a wrong assessment, with lower rank in that regard, no stars, beat someone with 3 stars and that person says they're cheating or something along those lines. And no, they're just good and they just haven't spent the hours playing like you have, or if they have, they kind of cover it up. But in any case, let's get to it. We have an OKW versus an American. And if you want to submit a replay like a gentleman down below did, I'll state that at the very end, so that way there's no spoilers. Make sure you submit this to greyshotproductions@gmail.com. Make sure you include a description, no AI, and of course, the game itself. Once you do that, I'll take a look and we'll see how things go. Riflemen immediately have a good start because they're in heavy cover. Volk squads went a little too... Again, they're like, I'll build cover here. Dumb idea because there's cover literally on the point. So with the fountain here, I don't know why you would build cover. Riflemen, again, going to win this fight. Volk squads don't really stand much of a chance. And Americans will have mid, but flip side, OKW will take some more other crucial points and might be able to get some more resources, hopefully before the American, to kind of make up for the fact of a less than good approach in mid. But if you're wondering why I'm not showing my face, it's actually quite simple. Literally after the live stream that I did the other day, I got punched in the face by a bed frame. Yes, you could literally say Greyshot lost a fight to the bed, and that would not be far off. But in any capacity, I have a giant bruise and swelling all over my face, so I'll wait. I'll wait a little bit before I should put my face back on streaming and stuff like that, at least for a little while, because doesn't exactly look great. Didn't need stitches, but I did need something essentially like stitches. That essentially, because there's so little, there's so little skin. They couldn't really use... Oh, nice shot right there. They couldn't use stitches, so they used a glue-like substance to kind of glue my skin back in place. If you're squeamish, I'm sorry, but you also did just see a bunch of Volk squads get shot in the face and die. So, I mean, maybe you're not that squeamish. Volk squads kind of building cover, I guess, try to hold. Rifleman doing a damn good job at putting a lot of pressure on the OKW, who went with the Overwatch doctrine. This used to be very, very good in 1v1s because of the Jaeger light infantry squads being so powerful compared to other infantry for their cost. Now they've been weakened a little bit, but they're still pretty damn good. It's just not something you can instantly deploy and turn the tide. The same thing could be said for the Pathfinder units, or the IR Pathfinder units the Americans could deploy that was causing an issue, so Relic kind of fixed that. Which is good. I think those were a bit overpowered. Rear echelon squad falling back. We have Volk squads. In a 1v1, as you can tell, there's just so much map and so few units that it's very hard to get map control. Destro as well. A lot of manpower right now, so I'm actually kind of curious what you're saving up for. Are you saving up for an MG? Are you saving up for a special unit? You don't really have any. I mean, you could do IR Pathfinders, but you haven't deployed them yet. You could have, or you could have done the light armor, as in with the Jeep. And the Jeep's actually pretty damn good, but you haven't done that yet. Now, luckily with the double Volk squad, this Volk squad's probably needs to retreat, but this one should be able to put enough pressure to knock out the Rifleman squad before that happens. And at least with that, Predator shall take over his respective side. So that's pretty damn good. Oh, he might actually be able to kill a unit. That'll be a good, again, kind of a good kill. Oh, no, not able to get the kill. Although it would have been awesome if he did, because that would have leveled the playing field a little bit. Destro, once again, just not using that manpower all that effectively. And with that, again, Predator's going to use that opportunity to get as much territory as he possibly can, make up the difference of him losing a couple. I think it was one Volk squad that he lost. So, yeah, not great. He still hasn't picked a doctrine yet as well. The problem is with him grabbing all this territory is it's not connected. We can see here that the territory is simply not. The American player has the territory between, so the resources are not going to the OKW player. Instead, what he needs to do is capture this, but that's closer to... I mean, there's nothing here, but I think that is a big oops on his part. Now, I'm assuming he's going to deploy this Volk squad out. I do like the fact he went with the medical, because, again, that kind of keeps his infantry healed and at the best fighting strength they possibly can be. Also, I think that with the flak half-track could be a good deployment to fight against the Americans. Especially because we look at the American. We switch over here. We can see, oh, he's going utility cars. So, yeah, those could actually be pretty damn powerful against it. You have to watch out for the bazooka team. But the flak gun is pretty damn strong against light armor. Something light like a utility car or jeep will be easily pushed back. Now, he is going with a decent, like a little bit of a spam right now. I don't know if he's going to be like another game where I did have a guy spam utility cars. And he versed the King Tiger. Did not work out for him all that well. But, you know, he tried. He's also getting very close to these squads. And I could expect a Panzerfaust pretty soon against this thing. If not, this machine gun should rapidly and quickly kill this infantry. You can see here he's still annihilating most of the Volk squads with his MG, even though they are in cover. They are putting a little bit of pressure, but now he has an upgrade for armored skirts that you can see. So he can take a few extra hits. American forces coming in, and this guy can actually deploy out a... You can see here, he deploys out a nice repair crew so he can heal it pretty quickly. Plus, they have the ability, once they get vetted up, to quickly repair any damaged engines or other types of malfunctions on the vehicle, so you get that vehicle operational again. And you know, it's good for like pinch scenarios, because as we can see here, they'll repair the crit. So if you're out of cover for, so if you're not out of combat for like 10-15 seconds, you get out, activate it, get back in and get the hell out of there before the enemy reinforcements come in. Now, we do have those recon squads. The problem with these things is their guns are designed against infantry, not armor. So this thing is going to do pretty damn well against this. Although he did recapture his territory, so I'll give him credit where credit's due. Now, what also this American player could do is, if he wanted to, he could actually kind of move over and decap that territory with a squad and then jump back in if things get hairy. Sturm Pioneer squad's getting close. Now, Riflemen were in cover, so they had initial advantage, but unfortunately, Sturm Pioneer is a very good close range, so they're going to finish off that fight very easily. Now, we can see over here, utility car. Again, at least he's capturing the territory. He's using this ability, raid tactics. So, again, we can see here he went with the IR Pathfinders, which is weird he hasn't deployed any. The reason I state this is simply because this is actually pretty damn good. Now, we can actually see here the Volks... Predator knocked off the American's territory, so he's getting no resources right now. He's down to bare minimum. So, yeah, the IR Pathfinder's ability is great, but it is expensive on munitions, and right now you don't have any. You did upgrade both utility cars, so it looks like you're trying to rapidly gain back territory with this special, but the problem is you're not gaining enough munitions to get that special for another minute and a half, and that's really going to cut into your time. Now, luckily, you can use these as like a diversion. You can have them open fire and distance, and this thing will actually do pretty damn well. He would have to move into cover, and maybe over time he could wear that thing down, but with the armored skirt, he can, again, it can take a bit of damage. Now, we do have a little Goliath, and I know everyone loves this little thing. Why? Because it's essentially, even though it's essentially something that will blow up the enemy very quickly. Now, you want to be in cover, because if not, the enemy will detect you. So he's going to stay in cover, I'm assuming, by the church, and just hide here and wait for someone to come around the corner. I'll kind of keep this on my periphery, so that way, again, if any infantry squads get close, we can kind of watch them blow up. Utility car, again, trying to get the hell out of there using smoke, but that's the last of his munitions. He has nothing left. He needs his territory back now, and right now, Destro is just not going after it. Also, once again, tons of manpower, but the problem is it's not like the OKW, where if they get the next building, they get like a Obersoldaten squad or something awesome. They don't have that. They don't have that ability. So, They just have basic riflemen, and riflemen themselves are pretty damn good. So let's not denounce or say that riflemen are not great. A good squad of riflemen packed with bars and bazookas are incredibly powerful, but you're not going to unlock, let's say, okay, so he's unlocked actually, okay, so for reference, he's unlocked the lieutenant and gotten the upgrades, so that's why he got the utility car, and now he unlocked the lieutenant. I want to see he unlocked the lieutenant. Yes, okay, yes he did. He unlocked the lieutenant. He didn't go with the upgrade to get the half-track or the howitzer, but he did get the AT gun. Now, this is smart because it fits in with my 10-minute rule. You want to have AT by 10 minutes, so that way if the enemy does, you can counter it. I'm assuming he won't. I'm assuming what's going to happen is a Panzer headquarters will be placed. If I was him, I would actually place it a little closer to this point, because you want to make sure this point's under your control, because if the enemy decaps this point, they decap a ton of resources under your control, which is very bad. Goliath coming in from the back, doing a bit of damage, but again, they were able to detect it, so it wasn't like a lot. I assume what's going to happen is this guy's going to quickly heal. Again, he has a medical, so he's going to heal there, while the American player, suffice to say, does not. Now, we look back here, and he does not have an ambulance, so none of his troops are actually being healed to full health, which I will say is a negative, a major negative. Destro also could deploy a Greyhound. I don't think that's a good idea. I think the Greyhound is pretty useless. So I'm assuming why he got this is more just IR Pathfinders, maybe the airdrop combat group, but I do like the paratroopers. I will say that they are pretty good, though. Even it looks here, you get an AT gun. No, it's just a howitzer, which is weird. That you see an AT gun, you're like, oh, I'm getting an AT gun. No, you don't get an AT gun. It's a howitzer. So just, you know, it's kind of like the 1910s or 20s where they will advertise something even though it's completely and utterly false, just because there's no rules about advertising during the earlier days of mass media. And I do mean like television and radio. And I know televisions were back then, it was more radio and was it movie screenings? Initially they would have advertisements before movies. They'd actually show news clips as well, fun fact. So like that would be it. And then once the TV came out, again, you had 1950s where people just see advertisements that were completely and utterly false. But in any case, it looks like Destro turned the tide a little bit and got all that territory back very quickly while Predator was kind of back at base. In actuality, Predator's actually taking some decent casualties. So, oof. Now he's pushing up, he's trying to take territory, but overwhelmingly, population-wise, Destro's back in. But Destro was down for quite a bit of time. Whereas, again, Predator was not. And that actually helped him out because now he has enough fuel to put down the Panzer headquarters. And I expect some armor coming out soon from him. Now, Destro, on the other hand, has these two utility cars, both doing great, by the way, 12 kills, respectively. And it doesn't look like he has enough for... Oh, my God, is he going to lose this? Yes, he is. Good squad wipe right there. Unfortunately, Predator doesn't seem to be doing well with his unit preservation. If he loses this squad, it's probably going to be over because he'll be... Oh, he's getting almost done. That could be better. But these... I like how he's kind of using these utility cars to kind of chase these... Well, is he going to chase them down? No, I thought he would, but I guess he isn't. Oh my God, these Pathfinders are like, we need to take him down. One last shot, come on. Up, here it comes. Pretend Warfare should get a final shot. Knocks out the utility car. The weaker one, though, not the stronger one. Reminds me of a horror film. We killed the smaller one. What about the larger one? The what? Instantly dies. What? The movie that literally encapsulates that would be, like, every single time. It's usually a baby. If in a horror film, it's like they'll kill the baby of something, and then the mom will get pissed off and take stuff out. I think the first movie I kind of saw that would be like, well, Godzilla, the 1998 Matthew Broderick one, where they kill the baby ones, and that pisses off the big one. I mean, again, Young Gary has that kind of plot synopsis. The older one, not the newer one. Don't watch the newer one. If you want to watch bad CG, watch the newer one. And then I would probably say, again, like the big one, the one that reminds... I don't know, the one that kind of like encapsulates that main idea would probably be The Beast. That's a television movie that has better effects than a lot of modern movies at that time, for at least its squid. Sure, some of the why'd you throw the grenade on that? I don't know. But some of the CGI, of course, doesn't hold up, but the practical effects and everything else and the cast are all pretty damn good. So I recommend that movie if you ever get around to it. It's part of Peter Benchley's like movie collection online. I'm just all sorts of like fun facts and trivia for you. But it was like a bunch of movies they put on like television for movies. But that one was actually pretty good. It started the guy that it was in CSI. I forget his name. But then they also did Peter Benchley's The Creature. And that had, what's his name? He was, oh God, he was in Breaking Bad and Jungle Book and a few other movies. He was a drug dealer, or like one of the main drug heads in Breaking Bad. God damn, I forget his name, but he was in as a crazy guy that lived on a beach. And yeah, it didn't go well for him. But, you know, still, he was in, I just remember him because he was in that. Also, the voice of the Incredible from The Incredibles of Disney was in that. So, you know, all sorts of trivia. But in any case, we now have a 3-star utility car, which is kicking ass and taking names. You wonder what 3 stars will do. Simple. Vet 1, enable greater sight range. Step 2, let's see, better understanding of vehicles' limits, improving squad's ability to navigate. So, hopefully better pathfinding. And 3, quickly detected camouflage units more effectively. I guess stop you for cannon warfare from sneaking up. And the vehicle is stocked with armor-piercing rounds, increasing penetration and effective range. So that means I'm assuming this thing would be better against both infantry and light armor. I don't expect it versing heavy armor. We also have a cluster bomb coming in, but I think that's kind of a waste. Yeah, because again, you're dropping these in, but these are just going to walk out of the area. So, I don't know. Another good kill. Again, another utility car down from the Cannon Warfare, just hiding. This guy's hiding around corners. Again, I feel like this one is just like the smart one out of the group, while the other ones are not so much. I do like how we also place some mines, so at least if the enemy comes in, they're going to have some issues. Now, again, we do have more WhiteHodD. We need more munitions to upgrade them, but they're still pretty damn good infantry, even without the upgrade. They have some, you know, they're fine. I do think they're way better with the LMGs, but they're still good. You definitely want them with the LMGs, though. Now, they're upgrading, currently getting everything down. Or who's going to get armor first, I wonder? He did get the Major, but he did lose a lot of troops in the meantime. So that's a key issue. And also he lost some of the utility cars. Right now, if I had to say, I would probably say Destro would probably get the armor out first. Although Predator could get out, I'm assuming, yeah, Jagdpanzer sooner in the next 2 minutes if you want to. I don't think you want to. I think if you're in a 1v1 environment, you want something that can turn its barrel. Panzerfaust inbound, possibly. Uses smoke to stop it. Nice idea, and quickly gets out of there. 18 kills. God damn, the utility car doing very well this game. Predator coming back and grabbing a lot of territory, which is very nice. And Destro using that manpower to just rapidly produce a bunch of riflemen to, I'm assuming, just overwhelm Predator. But I do like how things are going back and forth with some kills here and there with units. Nice job with the anti-armor. Yeah, for Cannon Warfare needs to get the hell out of there. And here comes the Rifleman blob coming in. We have a grenade going off, but it's incendiary. We'll do a bit of damage, but he's going to escape pretty damn quickly. Utility car giving chase. Try to, you know, get a kill or two on those units before they fully make it out. Does get one who jumps like 10 feet in the air after dying. I didn't know that they get the Mario jump when they die, but apparently that is a thing in Company of Heroes 2. So I guess some more things you didn't know about World War II. There you go, just chock full of interesting stuff. Anyway, with the ability for raid tactics, this light armor, aka the utility car, is grabbing a lot of territory on the far right, which at least should overwhelm the, should hopefully make things side a little better for the American. Trying to take mid right now. Also, WhiteHodD doing wonders. Trying to get, I'm assuming, get a kill on that unit. But I don't think it's going all that well. Yeah, he's going to escape still. But again, oh, good bundle grenade right there. Damn. And that's the one thing in 1v1s. You have to watch all your units. That can be extremely difficult. And again, that's why unit preservation is not typically the best in 1v1s unless you're like a really high skilled player, like helping Hans or Von Ivan or someone. Just because of the fact that they are so quick on the draw with their hotkeys and going back and forth. They know how each of the units are. So if one of them is vulnerable, they can typically pull the unit out. Compare that to 1v1s where to a normal player where you're not always looking, even though you should be seeing that one's engaged or something. And sometimes people will even be dicks by they'll launch it on the other side. So you have to know the enemy's going behind cover and then firing the rifle grenade or something. So you know, yeah, or throwing a grenade. Oh god, I've been killed. I've said so many units to die from random grenades coming out of nowhere. Major coming in, launching artillery, trying to make them run. Bundle grenade going off. He's not retreating. And there goes the Major. Damn! Poor Major. You tried so hard. Oh, wow. He's giving himself his own funeral. He called in artillery to dig his own grave. And that way his body can be placed in the hole. What a smart, forward-thinking leader. Any case, riflemen opening fire on the Jaeger Light Infantry squads. They are supported by Sturms, who need to get closer to really do something, but they're kind of keeping their distance, so we'll see how effective that is. More riflemen coming on in. Good thing Destro deployed that extra frontline support because, yeah, it's they're going to need it. So, oof, we'll see. Any case, Sherman has been deployed. Very, very nice. Predator getting more Obelsodan. We've yet to see any of them upgraded, which is astounding to me. Because, again, you figure you would want to upgrade them. Because, again, you want to upgrade them because they are so good against other infantry. Maybe he doesn't want to in fear of losing them. I don't know. But that's just my analysis on the situation. I think he should. I think he should in terms of just trying to get up. Now, did he finally get an upgrade for one of these things? Yes, he did. Okay, and it's for the Vet 1-1. Oh, shoot. Panzer Headquarters opening fire. 3 Obelsodan squads charging a Sherman. Problem is, none of them AT, so none of them are going to really do anything except waste manpower. For Canwarfer slowly moving on up. You may want to move that a little bit faster. But yeah, this isn't going to do anything against this. You need AT. This is stupid. You're just losing manpower. Yeah, and I think he realized that. I think he's going to just back off. He's already lost 2. To each of these squads, like 34 manpower. That's like, again, that's so much manpower down the drain. That's 130 close to. That's ridiculous. Anyway, rifleman squads coming on in. Let's see. They get the raid tactics, improve capture speeds in sight. Oh, that's for increases sight range of infantry. Light vehicles can rapidly capture territory and increase sight range of infantry. Oh, light vehicle. Okay, light vehicle's close by. That's cool. That is really nice. I didn't realize that they were so close, but that's cool. Anyway, has some troops on the left. What Destro really needs right now, and again, this is something that you would figure a high-ranking player would do, he needs an ambulance. These troops are like, they're lower on health than they really should be. 3 mortars? 3 mortars! Are you serious right now? Do we really need 3 mortars in this game? Do we really need 3 mortars? Oh my god, no, we don't need 3 mortars. Nobody needs 3 mortars. Well, I could see a howitzer because they're like auto fire and like awesomeness from longer ranges, but dear lord, we don't need 3 goddamn mortars, especially in this type of environment. Oh god, maybe that will turn the top. Maybe he needs something to kill the infantry, and that's like he's hoping to have, but I don't know. I just see them as a big waste. I would rather just have frontline infantry because, again, you throw more men at it. Well, okay, in this situation, you're not in cover, so yeah, your men are losing, and his are using the cover of the. What is this, a vineyard? I'm assuming this is type of like a vineyard. Sure, why not? Anyway, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But in any case, they're using cover. You're not, so you're obviously going to lose your troops. So, and then get pushed back. Meanwhile, we got these guys in cover, which, well, some of them are in cover, some of them are not. I suspect a bundle grenade. Oh my god, the Obelsodan are tearing that unit to pieces. Bundle grenade going out. Say goodbye to these two. Oh my god. Well, good thing Destro got so much more manpower, because if he didn't have all that manpower, oh god, he would be definitely in a bad situation because he keeps losing units left and right. He just lost 2 squads. Meanwhile, he did deploy some Pathfinders to decap that point. Nice idea. Again, decap the OKWs. I like how both sides are like, no, you're not getting resources. And the enemy's like, fine, then you're not getting resources. And they just keep doing that back and forth to each other. It's great. But at least on the far right, the OKW is getting those resources because it is connected. Or at least it would be if they connect this point. Although, suffice to say, it doesn't look like it anytime soon. Utility car going in to help mid. With 28 kills. Jesus Christ. This thing is doing wonders. Where the hell is that for Kenwerfer? It is just sitting in mid. Alright, move that up would be beneficial. Mortars opening fire. Instead of spreading them out like, I don't know, someone, I think it would be better to. He just has them all together. And I think this is a really dumb, stupid move. Because essentially you have all the mortars combined, just opening fire, and one good bundle grenade I could easily see coming in. Fortunately, we're paying attention. You got Panzerfausted. Luckily, you should be able to maneuver them out of there. We have, once again, it's not like either side are like playing expert like the last 1v1 I had. This one, the guy is also Dalton versing Shermans. You just want to get the hell out of there. And even if you're trying to capture it, don't keep 2 squads there. Like, that's just... Like, the fact that you would keep 2 squads right there to be shot and lose all your manpower, especially when you're so low on manpower, is ridiculous. Now, you are deploying armor. You got yourself a Panther. That should get you the edge, because they only have 1 AT gun and 1 Sherman. Unless they are specifically targeting, like coordinating, I think you should be fine. There's only 1 rifleman, hell, with even a grenade. Now, you walking your own troops, and you actually killed your own men from the minefield deployment, so congratulations, a little bit of friendly fire there. I mean, technically, well, yeah, no, I mean, you wiped your own squad, so that was definitely not worth it. I was thinking, like, maybe he did a little damage here. It's like, no, he killed a squad. That's not worth it. That's really, really not. So anyway, the OKW player didn't capture this, so he doesn't have all the resources to the right. But he still has all the resources to the left, so he's not getting a lot of fuel, but he's getting a decent amount of munitions. Olsodan opening fire, tearing apart the rifleman. This squad is going to have advantage, though, and will hold. For Cadwarfer just hiding, although utility cars going to move in and get shot. Immediately regret moving in and pull on back. At least he's keeping it. He has priorities. He's making sure that utility car lives. It has 30 kills. It's like a sniper to him. Rifleman throwing a grenade. There goes his AT. Now, unfortunately, though, we do have a little more substantial AT unit coming on in. He's actually trying to camouflage himself with the tree in the back, which is not working. I think the riflemen know he's there, but he's trying. He's absolutely trying. It's like my cat who's in the, like, who knows she's in trouble, but also wants to, like, see me, so she'll, like, stick out her head by the couch, but keep her body hidden, so that way it's like, oh, he can't see me, I'm in here, and I can, like, I obviously can see you, cat. Obviously. AT gun opening fire with a long-range armor-piercing Sabao round. We can see here that, again, 30 munitions, not too bad, even with his lower munition counts. And again, can help hold back the Panther. Now, he does still have a Sherman, but his best hope would be this utility car. And it's actually special. The M6 mines that he placed, I'm assuming around the battlefield, if he can lure the Panther onto one of them, he could be doing very well for himself. Panther can get a nice shot, but again, the AT gun's right here. Why on earth that you would keep it right there is beyond me. I guess you're just trying to target this stuff and hoping the AT gun won't do much damage. But dear Lord, it's doing damage to you. Luckily hit the building on the last shot. Again, your best goal would have been to stop using this, go over here, reman it, and open fire with them for Cadwarfer. That way you could do additional AT damage and or just charge the AT gun and knock it out. Right now, those mortars, by the way, have a respective 3 kills off all of them. So, you're doing great work. Did recapture that territory, so that's good. He is connected, getting a ton of fuel munitions right now. But he's using the utility car to rapidly decap. Overall, it's pretty close on the capture point victory. Again, Olsodan moving on in. Won't do anything. Doesn't have anything to really fight that. Maybe a bundle grenade might do a little bit, but not much. I can't imagine it would do. Well, no. I've seen bundle grenades kill armor, so maybe a good one placed right at the center of it underneath would do wonders. Maybe. Or maybe toward the back to get rear armor. Something along those lines. Now, Sherman is being healed right now, and the allies, or at least the allied player, does have all the victory points. I'll give Predator this. I thought he was a goner, but with some clever movement, he was able to turn the tide and at least keep the fight going. Now, I don't think either side has been perfect. I think both sides have been pretty faulty this entire game, but they're trying, and this is probably as well as I would do in a 1v1, so I salute thee for even being in a 1v1. Now, utility car with, by the way, 35 kills, doing a lot of work. Bundle grenade going off. Actually did like a quarter damage. That was a little more than I thought it would. I know some would be like, oh, it's gonna do so much. It's like, well, no, he's the armored skirts, but that did a quarter. That's actually pretty damn good. Rifleman opening fire, killing the Sedan squad. Again, why you would even attempt to throw that, even fight, I don't know. You figure you wouldn't. Panther, though, coming on up. He's pretty pissed off. By the way, he does have the mechanized building, so he could, I'm assuming if he wanted to, he'd get the upgrade to heal the Panther quicker. He's just not doing that. AT grenade being thrown. We do know that it's damaged. Yep, so there we go. Does twice as much. Sherman could go around the back. AT gun's not moving. Could provide additional pressure. Again, we do have some AT forces coming on in, so Sherman might be in a bit of an issue. Now, he's going to easily be able to penetrate the rear armor of this, but if he's able to keep doing damage, he should be fine. We don't have any other units of Panzerfaust. We have this flak building that's close by, but simply pinning the Panther and getting behind it was enough to kill it. Now, if he can do one more shot or get another Panzerschreck or something, he should be able to win that. But alas, he's not going to be able to kill it. Now, luckily, in the meantime, he did kill some of the other American forces. Bundle grenades going off. Nice attempt. Unfortunately, just a little short. Doesn't end up killing it. Volk squads and WhiteHodD, I'm assuming he might be able to kill a squad, which, once again, a lot of squads would be killed. And I like how this WhiteHodD squad literally murdered all the mortars. Thank you for murdering all the mortars. That's something I really needed. Really, I did. Because, dear lord, those mortars were annoying. So he lost all but one mortar. He lost most of his riflemen he's deployed. But Destro is back up to 1,300 manpower, so he's still doing pretty damn well for himself. I don't understand how he keeps not like, again, that's just insane to me. He loses most of his army, but still has enough manpower to get it back. If you want to, maybe deploy another Sherman along with additional riflemen. Oh, he deploys 3 more squads. Okay. Okay. Sure. Volk squad's just hiding, waiting. They're actually healing right now because they're Vet 5, and I think that's a Vet 5 ability. Increased field awareness, and yeah, they heal all themselves out of combat. That's pretty good. Moving in for a Panzerfaust, but again, he doesn't have the munitions for it, so this is more of a bluff to scare him. And again, the Volk squads can take the damage and heal out of cover, which is why he's not too worried about them taking a little bit of health damage. Though it looks like there that he was able to get lucky and get a squad member, so that does suck a bit. Predator, are you getting another Panther? No, you're not. You're actually getting an WhiteHodD squad, which makes me think you're going to save up for a king. And if you save up for a king, I'm very curious how or if Destro would be able to kill that. Because even though I say, oh man, Destro's going to win this, he keeps losing a lot of men like here. That makes me think otherwise. Oh, can he kill that? Oh, come on. There we go. At least he got one of them. Yeah, so it's examples like that which makes me think, like, yeah, Predator's still doing decently well. I mean, Destro needs better unit management and micro, but that being said, I would probably succumb to the same deaths, and I have, so it's something that a normal player, I would say, would kind of do. Or, like, is prone to doing in a 1v1 environment, because they have so many units they have to control, it's hard to watch all of them. Now, what he could do is also reman these mortars if he really wants them back. But I don't know. This Cannon River has still been here for the longest time, so I really want Predator to reman that, but he seems really against it, which is also weird, especially with a utility car still alive and maneuvering the battlefield. Also, I do like Destro's tactic of, hey, let's just keep capturing all the stars and just win this, because I'm not necessarily winning outright the infantry/armor game. Okay, he's winning the armor game, but he's not winning necessarily the map control game. But the very least he can do is, okay, keep dying to bundle grenades, but, goddamn, how many this game? But he at least can keep capturing the victory points on the map, so that way he keeps the pressure on the Axis player, while the Axis is more focused on the resource management and the resources for this game. Which, to be fair, he's getting 33 fuel per turn and 42 munitions. That's still way better than Destro. The difference is, Predator doesn't have the manpower reserves Destro has, though I don't think Destro is even going to have those reserves for too much longer if Predator keeps chucking bundle grenades and murdering all of his rifleman squads and other infantry. Also, once again, Predator could decommission this tank for fuel and or resources if you really want to. Another bundle grenade gonna get a kill. Aw, damn it, I thought it was. Actually, WhiteHodD might be able to kill that unit on the retreat. Very low on health. Very lucky. It does actually manage to escape. Now Destro is going to capture the right. We do have a free bazooka team. He probably wants that, I would assume. That came from the utility car, by the way. I believe it did anyway. You dead utility car right around the corner. That's where it came from. But in any case, we got a... Really? You picked a Greyhound of all things. Okay. Reason is, they're very expensive, and... I don't know. I just don't find them all that effective. I think for 60 munitions, for versing armor and or infantry, it's just not the damage dealer it used to be. Like, the Sherman did more damage. Alright, that was a lucky hit. Explosive round doing wonders. Missed the shot. Finishes it off. Just another quick example of that. Now, Predator is... Sorry if you hear someone in the background. Apparently, someone's raging for sucking. again, for those who don't know, Ace is a pretty bad player. He's one of my core members. He's just very bad, so he rages a lot of the time. Jesus Christ, that Sherman's like, Greyhound's like, I got this. Like, no, Sherman's like, I got this. I'll put him out of his misery. And he is. But Predator right now does not care. He's saving up for a king because he has all 3 buildings down. He's trying to deploy his best unit in the game. And no, like, will this help him win it outright? Probably not, because remember, the riflemen have AT grenades. We have the AT gun. We got the utility car, which still is placing M6 mines all over the place. I don't think he needs to pull them this. I think he needs to pull them more forward toward these like crossroad areas. I think those would be a lot better of locations because you're more you have a higher likelihood of hitting or being hit by armor or hitting armor that goes through those locations than necessarily just kind of off over here. I could eat crow. I absolutely could eat crow, and I have eaten crow before, but that's just me. Stalin picked up the bazooka though. That's weird. Sedan holding off the rifleman, which, by the way, he's still losing. Like, let's be 100% clear. He's still losing a lot of men, his rifleman. But luckily, all of Predator's units keep dying over and over again because of that goddamn Sherman and its explosive round. Luckily, that Sedan managed to escape. These recon troopers just trying to get that fuel. But the king is moving on in, and he is pissed, and he's going to start putting pressure upon the Destro's forces. Damn, this tiger is pissed. And to be fair, I would be after realizing that the American is killed most of my men. Now, again, the King Tiger, if it does hit a squad wipe, but if it doesn't, it's just like, oh, just take the point. I can't be here for too much longer. So it's kind of just one of those things where you may want to get the hell out of there before, or get to better cover before the king, the king does work. AT gun is redeployed to this sector. That's a good counter, though. With infantry support, the king wouldn't really have to worry about it. The king would just easily like said, hey, re-echelons or whatever, go kill it, and they'll pretty much do it. Sedan being deployed, but again, with only 3 infantry units, I assume, because again, with the overwhelming amount of infantry units and also abilities that Destro has, he'll just keep decapping resources and territory faster than Predator will, and that might be Predator's undoing if Destro can keep the victory points on his side. But right now, even though that Predator was trying to keep all 3 of all the stars under his control, that plan backfired hard, because we can actually see here that he's taken a serious loss in terms of capture points. Right now, he is losing by a good margin. Luckily, the King Tiger is guarding these victory points, so it should be a little bit more difficult for them to move in. I also would not send in troops by themselves. Actually, it looks like a mine went off or something. It looks like both of them got hurt, so I don't know what happened there. We have Germans dead and Americans dead. I'm assuming it wasn't a bundle grenade, but I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Maybe there was a mine and he blew it up and that hurt both of them. Again, because right now there's no abilities per se that deploys mines, and American riflemen can't exactly deploy them by themselves. And the rear echelon squads, again, they can't deploy mines of that caliber either. They deploy cheap mines. They don't deploy heavier mines. So that is interesting thing there. Now, recon squad and Sedan moving in to kill that AT gun. We could see it be knocked out. Oh my god, we have an armored column of a little bit of everything, including a 2-star Jackson. Oh, okay. So by the way, for those who don't, oh nice, you did a bit of damage but didn't kill it. But for those who don't know, so repair crews go to each and every vehicle, and even though that was Vet 3, he just put it in a Jackson and made it Vet 2. And now the Jackson has 43 infantry kills because of that repair crew. That is hilarious. Okay, so I'm going to put this at the beginning of the video for this Jackson getting 43 infantry kills, and I want to see how many people can figure out how the hell this Jackson got 43 kills at the start of the video. There's so many people going to be so confused, I guarantee it. Any case, one positive thing though is the AT gun getting decrewed, so that's at least positive for Predator. He's also getting a Goliath, which could do serious damage against this armor. Oh my god, but that's freaking hilarious that this Jackson has it's registered having 43 kills. I call bullshit on that. It is more infantry kills than the Sherman. Oh my god. Poor utility car. Doesn't get any credit. Doesn't get any credit. Anyway, King Tiger moving on in. No anti-armor support. Again, the cannon warfare is still right there. Could use it. Luckily, the Jet Excellent bounces. It is Vet 2, so it does get a few bonuses that might help it, you know, better penetrate soon. Is that double bounce, really? Oh my god. This king does not give a fuck. King Tiger, do not pull back. One more shot and you kill the Jackson. And all the vehicle... Oh my god. Oh my god. Good hang time, but Jesus Christ. The utility car is like, why? I gave you all my veterancy for what? Meanwhile, there's no AT whatsoever, so the king is literally just being blindsided. Utility car took the hit! Utility car took the hit for it to survive. Sherman just doing wonders, getting behind. He needs anti-armor, and there's some right over here, but he is not able to do it. King trying to blitz away. Misses the shot because it's really not meant to. Loses its main gun. Sherman going in for the freaking kill. And this is an example of no infantry support literally causing you to die. Oh my god. And there goes the king. Oh my god. Well, the good news is at least the utility car died saving the Sherman, because another shot could have been very bad for it. Actually, 2 shots could have been bad. Yeah, so... Oh, wow. So Destra also has the manpower and fuel to get more. Predator is in the opposite book. He's really not. Grenade trying to go off, but unable to really kill. Again, this thing's moving in the mid. Dude, you have a cannon for right here. Reman it. Recruit it. Do so. Oh, my God, please. Please, please, please. Give me a good day. Give me a good explosion. Oh, no, they see it. It's at cover. Because it was shot as well. He's trying to make it escape. I don't know why you're pulling it away. Okay, I guess you really didn't like that building, man. I guess you really didn't like that building. But, yeah, right now the big issue is the victory points. So Destro is down to 9 victory points. And even though Predator definitely lost that fight, he only killed a utility car and a Jackson in that engagement. So overall, he lost. Oh, bundle grenade going off. Okay. Also Don up to vet 4, so the Rifleman squad is screwed. That's a guarantee. But the problem is he needs to capture the points. Right now he's a Greyhound rear echelon squad, and the other one, he has a Sherman. There's no way you're capturing either of those points without armor of some type. Now, you decide to get Panzer IV. That is a really dumb move. Predator, that's a really dumb move. You need to kill a Sherman. I know this Sherman seems like an unstoppable killing machine, but as long as you have a couple of Volk squads guarding it, you're fine. Actually, a couple Panzerfaust would have really stopped that Sherman. Even one Volk squad with the Panzerfaust would have stopped that thing in its tracks, because that would have stopped him from moving behind the King Tiger, and the King Tiger could have literally used its front armor to deflect most of the shots and killed it. It's just one of those things. Now, he is decapping it, and right now Predator is like, I'll just send some troops on left. And to be fair, he's probably going to kill this echelon squad, don't get me wrong. And he has troops guarding the other side as well. While in middle, he's decrewing it. Sherman sees this and is like, no, I can't let him decrew that. So he's going to probably sacrifice these rear echelon squads while the Sherman comes in and tries to stop him. Worst case scenario, if he does end up capturing this... Oh, never mind. He's not capturing it. That Vet 3 Sherman is, especially with the rate of fire, it's just annihilating everything. And people say the explosive rounds on the Sherman sucks. God damn. I don't understand that. Panzer IV technically can go toe-to-toe with the Sherman. I don't think it can go toe-to-toe with the Vet 3 Sherman, especially. But if he has armor-piercing rounds, yeah, he'll win that fight. Sorry, not high explosive. Yeah, if he has high explosive versus the Panzer IV, Panzer IV is going to win. Now, for the love of Christ, use your recon squad, reman that Verkanwerfer, take this point, GG this game. Please, please, I beg of you. Predator, no. Predator, don't do it. Predator, don't you not take the Verkanwerfer. Please take it. Please. Panzer IV, please engage. Please. Please. Okay, tries to get a shot on. Doesn't work. Get in the AT gun. Get the AT gun. Get the freaking AT gun. Also, yeah, just deploy the AT gun. Deploy the AT gun. Get more men up to the front. You have Stern. Okay, your priority should not be capturing territory. Your priority should be capturing this point. Panzer IV doing shit. No AT support, no nothing. Yes, let's go after the Greyhound, boys. That's the most important target right here. And it's dumb and nerfed canister shot. Ugh. Sherman, again, with being Vet 3, is going to annihilate this thing. And very smartly, Destro not... Oh my god, Destro, I don't know what it is, but wherever this... like, his armor gameplay is top freaking notch. And now Predator's going to deploy another one. You know what would have actually stood up to that Sherman? A goddamn Panther. Guess what you had fuel for? A Panther. Guess what you chose? Panzer IV. Guess who died? The Panzer IV. Or Stern Pioneers trying to move on him, but seeing, oh, that's not bad. That's not great. We have a Stern Pioneer squad over here. They're holding 1 star. Destro is seriously low, though. So, if Destro can kill all of Predator's forces, he might surrender because he would have no hope. But if Predator, with his 3 units, can somehow hold on to all these points, maybe they'll win. Meanwhile, we have 2 Shermans engaging a Flak Panzer. We have no AT still at all. This guy could get a Panzerschreck, but again, it looks like he's going to heal first, which will be a little bit more time. Panzer IV opening fire against the Sherman. Sherman still being hit by the Flak Panzer. Still, the Flak Panzer's doing damage. I like what he did smoke out of Panzer IV, saying like, "Huh, you can't hit me." Yeah, it's still hitting you. It's still hitting it. 3-star Sherman, still giving him hell. Panzer IV going after the other Sherman, the weaker one. Maybe he can kill it. Be very close. Ah, damn it. Not able to. Wait, what the hell? Oh, no, he did. Last shot actually killed it. Awesome. Stern Pioneers trying to move on in. I think they're about to get the Panzerschreck, so they should be able to hold that back. Meanwhile, victory points-wise, the left-hand side's being captured. The right-hand side is not being decapped. Okay, if he doesn't decap it, he's going to lose this game. He will lose this game. Stern Pioneer Squad. Oh my god, he killed the 3-star guys. Those 3-star guys have been like the best MVP of the game. I guess he really wanted to kill this, but unfortunately, yeah, he lost this. Also, that's free fuel for the OKW, just as a heads up. Greyhound opening fire. Might be able to get the kill. Did he get out? Is he trying to not have him shoot? Okay, that's stupid. Alright, Greyhound, show him what you can do. Alright, flak emplacement opening fire. Victory point-wise, it's very close. And, yeah. This guy still doesn't want to capture it. He's not capturing it. He doesn't have the resource. He probably could if he activated this, but he didn't. Yeah, that is anticlimactic. Okay, so he had a unit right there he could have captured it with, but he was, I guess, peeing in a bush or something and thought he could come back to it later. Turns out he couldn't. So yeah, even though technically Predator was beaten, he would not have won that. Like, honestly. The Rakettenwerfer does some things, but the Sherman could have easily came around. Maybe the flak emplacements could have helped, but not by too much. So yeah, let's look at this. Predator got most losses. Destro got more kills, damage, did pretty well. Destro needed to work on his individual units. He lost a lot of riflemen. I know he got less kills, but it wasn't that far off. He lost a lot to bundle grenades, stuff like that. I feel like he needed to be more aware of the map. His armor gameplay was top-notch. Predator, oh my god, Predator, you need to support your armor more. Jesus Christ. But yeah, overall, this was a pretty good game. By the way, Destro, thank you for submitting this replay. It was pretty good. You did lose. And you lost because you didn't move a unit over 5 feet, which is really sad to see, but it's not that bad. Honestly, your Greyhound was over there for a long time. If you had your Greyhound vehicle and take it, you probably would have won. I would have definitely not taken the chance, especially being that low. But in any case, yeah, that's it. Honestly, Predator just, I guess, even though he was beaten back multiple times, just him taking over the stars and his map control did really well, although Destro did way better, especially with the reserves. He has so much reserves he can deploy. It's ridiculous. But, again, I feel like needs to work on more of a micro, and this problem would have easily been fixed. Predator, you did a great job, even though technically you don't have as much playtime as Destro. He did great. So, good job on your end, too. But in any case, guys, this is Game. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you submit those replays and top moments, plays of the weeks, mind you, for, send to greyshotproductions@gmail.com or go to ch2.org/shoutcast and submit there, or I guess Facebook. I still check that, but I don't like Facebook anymore because they're always spying. So there's that. In any case, guys, it's been Greyshot17, and I'll see you all next time. Hello everyone, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Milam, Ace, Chris Bailey, Javi, Jfoe, Joey240, Josh, JP Vaal, jrchicklis, Little Koosh, Moustache, Onlyplayapples, PyroShark, Rifle, Sebastian, Marszalek, Sergeant McPain, Streakingwookie, WhiteHodD, GTA, Jakub, Ocwieja, Nathan, Angus, and of course Tim. Thank you guys so much for your amazing support. This has been Greyshot17 and my amazing patrons, and I'll see you guys next time.